Manuel! Hey! Manuel, you don't forget. Waiting. We support now, we support. What's your line? Hey, Emmanuel, you play with that now. Emmanuel, where you the wrong go? Play with them. Emmanuel, 2 to beat 1. Pam pam. Don't score and go. Malo, Musti. Go! Cover ilé ẹ lọ, cover ilé ẹ. Bóyá má jẹ́ kó control ẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ̀dùn ẹ̀mọ́ náà play láì dé laser. Fell over. Moses. Moses, hide yourself, Moses! Come on! Moses, don't hide. Get down, boy. We are the team. We are not doing nothing. Play. Move. That is it. Be strong. We are attacking. Oh. Again, Pepe. Again. Between. Also, pass the ball, that's all. Now let's go. We go. Head on. They play them back now, Pepe. No allow them start. No allow them. Choose one and jump. Kato, go! Not so good man. Now you play with the man in your front. Kato. Kato. One. The action. Mark wall. Pass it. Well done, Moses, later. Kato, you know say Moses not there, you dey look. Kato! Kato, forward! Manuel, close.
Identify. Identify your...
Kato, your run no reach. You no reach.
Hold on now. Right now, James, never mind.
Why?
What is like? Better.
On the ground. Well done, boy. Well done. Austin. Chimeze. Tell Austin, main turn. Chimeze. Tell Austin to turn.
Identify. Joe.
Well done, Mode. Well done. Wale, quick one. How do you open there? Okay, come on back. Well done. Don't worry. Change your mind. Well done, boy. Now look up. Michael.
Hey, they wash. Mark, they wash. He don't come like that, they wash. Not sure. Calm down. White and finish now. Stood!
Good thing.
No. Close one there.
Well done, how to eat?
Hey, calm down. Joe.
Well done, Kato. God bless you, boy. Well done, Musi. I know you. That is it, boy. Come on, my boy, please. You feel hit him.
James.
What did they come do here?
What did they come do? You still go boy, don't they come?
Kato.
Good job. See, if Kato and this guy, if they don't go, one of you should go too. Ahead of the center. Don't two of them, don't just go. So that space.
See. Boy. Not the map
I don't play this ball.
Chimeze.
Let
them mark.
I can't even back.
Maybe. If the ball pass you, then you they come. Keep it there. I know. Hey. Adigu.
Very much, I
don't know enough.
Not much has been taken by the two teams.
Let's go now.
The ball breaks down the line. Gotta get the ball.
Adigu. Run on the ground. Run. Adigu. Oh yeah, play. Hey. Well done. Kill it. Well done. Muslim draw the ball, no ball. No road there, no road. Oh yeah, let's go.
When the fish saw that, he said, "We'll come on board."
Why'd you go? Why'd you go now? What line? Don't push it.
See famous. Stay stand and wait.
Hey.
Identify.
Pass the ball, see now.
Identify now.
You stand well now.
Let's go. Better no stand.
Emmanuel. Oh yeah, Tamole. Pocket.
Dwam. Go for where?
Let's go now. Let's go. The left.
Good. That pass.
Never mind, son. Never mind. Good one. Yes, finish. Good one. Paris, give it. Paris, come back. Let's go. Run, put it on.
That's your baby.
Let's go. Behind the ball.
The regulars are not on hands at this moment in time. Maybe because they were quiet.
Don't allow them to start.
I believe that thing. They're not going to say they get it. One are the whether not be made or not made. It's not be their These other teams they are meant to bring.
It's not like that. It's not like that.
You sabi play, John. You sabi play. Wow. You don't stop, Abi. Well done.
This guy now. Joe, free yourself. Joe,
Well done, Kato. Play. Play. You see what?
Second ball.
Wale.
Joe, it's a late.
C'est un bon semaine.
It's a late.
You late. Oh!
Identify your player, identify. Identify.
Oh, yeah,
Quick one.
Has to come soon.
Let's go.
Backward on calls out. Everybody says Reggie on the ball.
Emmanuel, don't leave him now. Emmanuel, ball.
Go pressure again.
Great understanding. Drives in the way. Looking at space to strike.
Joe. No. For your leg.
Baga. Aki Baga.
First bar. Just go. Never mind.
Start the lineup for Box2Box. We have lighting. Lighting is not we also have Ventec. And then this morning, very wonderful. I'm back to what's not yes, for sure. This game this morning.
This is out.
Oh yeah. Who still there?
Reaction back there. Hey, hit the ball. Reaction, that back the ball. Also, one person. Check.
Emmanuel. Watch for that play. Go on the ball there.
Check.
All is a stand now.
No, Kato, play ball.
Hit the ball. Let's go now. Choose. No.
Oh yeah, see.
Number 5 is
Well done, again.
Enter. One time.
That's all, son. Hey! Hey, that come from right in front, come.
Kato. What did they do?
And what the beats on that crossing down lane. Okay.
I run the world. But I get more issue here. The tripod where I carry go, the base don't wash for the camera. I no test time, they just bring and come and a new tripod. So man, I know say the base of the camera don't wash already. The whole of the camera don't wash already. And a new tripod. No, your hand I use. But it okay, I no shake. You know they shake, you know they much. I know they obvious. The only one week on the available that yesterday with that self. But I will find if I reach office, I will find solution. Make I go buy notes, we go walk. We go not we go walk with the base, with the tripod. Okay. I don't collect anything from her. Okay.
The feel as we got from the college report that so many of their players that defeated yesterday will be coming. Oh, I beg your pardon. Jodu Alasha was rested, of course, he's sitting on the high gallery.
Emmanuel, go now.
Box2Box yesterday, picked up to the technical director, talking about the two coaches, Coach Randy and Coach what they have been party, of course, and came to play, of course, yesterday. And I think the coaching crew of Gateway FC yesterday, we actually have a routine. Probably they have to check in, of course, they are people. Come back, they will be coming back in. Of course, what they will be the ball side, of course, is not on the national assignment. Right scene around the periphery of the sports city. Down is stopping water there. Box2Box side in the great timing, wonderful finish from the Ambino looking player. Reminds me of Sunday Publicity. Like a foreign player to me, not from this world. Having that wonderful goal to great ease the game. Side possible side. But then again, we cannot keep him brief, of course. And so Box2Box side,
Attack him!
Give up! Release him!
Oh yeah, Joe! Oh yeah! Man on him!
Oh yeah, mark!
A second! Oh yeah, start now! Mike, outside!
You dey look at
Enter now! Enter! Enter now! Let's go!
They are mesmerizing because of us in this game.
Liverpool. Huh? Hello? Hello?
Don't allow them to play. Don't allow them. See the ball, see the man. Never mind. Joe, come me like that. You are on this man. Nazo, never mind. Nazo. Let's go now.
Fast for Hakim.
Hold on. One.
Well done.
Never mind.
Adigun, kí ló ń ṣe yìí náà?
Close back. Nazo, close in time. Nazo, in 2 days. Quick one. Oh yeah.
No.
Nazo,
stop.
Hey, let's go. Never mind. Let's go. Don't press her now. Give her. Don't go with her. Man on you. Oh yeah. Control here. Don't beat her.
Oh.
Reaction, come on. Let's go.
Very good job.
Never mind. Forget that.
Great financial.
Stay, no go. I mean, you pull it down like this. Go.
Taking their time now.
Joe, Joe.
She did the ball to himself. Then again, going talking about as he's making it loud and thick and Audrey North or Party FC forward.
Never mind, let's go, Shemos.
I need the book, get
That's no go deep.
Or rather to get the free.
Remember, say, now you the control here.
Tries to win.
Hey, she say get down.
It's blurred. Same plan.
No, don't point that ball. Cut you out.
Play for long call to. They come it down.
Joe, let's go.
I hope the team will enter. Don't know.
Part of C seems to be very up, of course, in this game, curtailing every movement of Box2Box side. But we must not look the far. It must be other look out for. It is that number 5 chatted for the Part FC, who has been pulling a wonderful string, of course, for this for Part FC, making wonderful runs from the left front, causing many plethora of in the defense line of Box2Box side. Austin flicks on the not defensively on the ball away. We'll struggle for a possession there. It is that number 19 shelter for Box2Box side. The quick throwing comes in. Austin take his time there. Return pass come to Austin for Box2Box side. Make a pass around the periphery of the semicircle. Number 10 Chetted runs with the ball there. A run pass out to number 12 Chetted of Party FC. Aguero picks the ball to the man. The Panacea. The Panacea runs with the ball. He has a marker. He drives in away from him. It reminds me. A chance comes in and a strike. But that was a feeble strike I ever seen. Off-target strike. But nevertheless, he has made, of course, a wonderful contribution there. We saw David King yesterday. David, who is, of course, warming up at the goal line area, of course, was substituted, was brought in for Tolualache, and he got wonderful performance, of course. His performance was very, very superlative yesterday. Box2Box side, number 24 Chetted, Austin, flick on the ball. The opponent picks the ball. Part FC, pass number 10 Chetted. They decide now to use the right track. Wonderful formation from the technical director of Part FC. He's using the ball flank, and that was a chance comes in. A strike addresses the ball and a strike. But that strike was not on target again by number 10 Chetted Aguero, Alex Aguero in the part sheet.
Not so like that.
The goalkeeper could not make that kind, of course, as I like the ball out of protect. But this time around, we'll cut the ball and we'll pull the ball into save. It is the incoming number 20, Chetted. I tell you, Part FC has been so adventurous, of course, in this game, and they have been so resilient and creating. Creating must call a strike comes in, but decides to go.
Wide down, next time. Well done. Oh man.
What's that mean?
No go yet, of course, to Box2Box side, but on the score sheet, 1 in favor of the green crowded Part FC. Austin collects the ball, finds who turns away number 19 Chetted. A through pass comes in, a strike drives in, he cuts away, lost his foot in there. But danger is not fully taken care of, but eventually that danger has been wrapped out there. We must recognize, of course, the coaching crew the technical organization of Part FC. I think it has a very robust organization coming up with this great side. Number 19 turns away from the pass. Finds Wood. Aguero. Oh. Another miss. Another off-target strike from the Aguero's golden boot there. Wrong pass to the opponent. Number 5, Chester. The goal scorer turns away. Advantage comes in. But eventually, the center has given a free kick advantage to Chama. Decimated Gateway from a set piece. And today we saw this man try to find the far player on the far on the flank. This one really counter attack they're looking for. The man chases the ball down the line. International. We must recognize Coach Fidelis in Lechiku, the chief coach of MFM, who just walking majestically. A man who has been winning home and away. May God be his strength, of course, because we know he's also great in the albatross, of course, in this game. And that is a wonderful Nigerian coach. And we are going to see Benteke will be coming on, of course, to come out. He's only man they know he can cause mayhem, and that's the reason why the Box2Box team could not joke with this player. Number 7 Cheddar is in the like of C. Ronaldo of this world. He's coming on, of course, to contribute. We saw him yesterday having a wonderful match, of course, against our Gateway, playing all his out, of course, in that game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the game. Part FC holding on to possession. Benteke comes in. That through pass has been intercepted by the number 20 Chete, but the danger is not fully taken care of. Run pass from the number 99 Chete of the Part FC. 1-0. Still, we're still in the first half. The trap seeing the ball. Beat this man aerially. Finds Benteke. Receive the ball for the boy, turns the ball in, drives in, has 2 men on him, but it was crossed out there. But eventually he has won a throwing advantage for us, quickly taking by him there towards Austin. Austin traps, take his time, find number 10 Chete. Number 10 Chete tried to hold on his man. He lifted a 9-1, but this great player, this is a wonderful player, a true player, a complete player. It is a delight to watch, of course. Talking about that number 5 Cheted. I tell you, Akin Alassane Pre has been causing a lot of mayhem in the defense line of Box2Box, of course, with a wonderful pace, great football. Great fundamentals, of course. He's showing great fundamentals in this game. Throwing advantage comes in. Run pass there. Akin has gone for a contest there. He has won that, of course. Great play from the central. Who finds the goalkeeper? Goalkeeper clears a very strong one. Chimeze, we saw Chimeze yesterday appearing so deeply with Laide in the central. Overlapping runs comes in. But Carter could not keep that one. Could not make that one count, of course. Yeah, the party ended in the glorious favor of Party FC, of course, in this game. I wonder what will be going on in the mind of the technical angle. The technical angle of Box2Box side, perhaps they will be introducing, of course, some players, of course, that we have already familiarized with in this game. We must not give anything away from this team Part FC. 2 players, of course, who are doing it big, of course, who are causing a lot of mayhem. It is that Chama, number 33 Chetet, and number 5 Chetet Akin, who are combining so effectively. has been won, of course, by Lady, the central man. Moses also was substituted yesterday. And this had been, of course, the only man that is missing. The two men that are missing, of course, is that the tallest striker, Oluwalashe, who could not replicate that wonderful form yesterday. And it was substituted for King David. And that is the man of 15 shattered man, who caused, of course, who greatly Kanti turns with the ball. I tell you, there's a difference when you are watching professional footballer. Of course, he lifted a neighbor towards, of course, Isa could not get that one. Isa has been on the party pursuit, wearing the captain band, of course, for this great team, Box2Box side. But we have seen that number 35 chartered man, chairman, who has taken the first blood, of course, in the first half. It is 1-0. Austin was, of course, was meant to compliment because Demola is now, of course, India has at this moment in time he has gone, of course, to Portugal. He just checked it, of course, yesterday. He just checked in yesterday. Who turns away like organic molecule. That Tony is an ice on the kick, of course, floating by that number 7 chartered man. He lifted a 9-1. Wonderful understanding, great cognitive there from the Isa, the captain for the side. But this morning, I don't think the two sides were wearing the captain band. Of course, in this case, throwing advantage comes to Box2Box side. But this number 11 chartered, number 5 chartered Akin, we are expecting to see more. Of course, more of this player in this second half. Shama and pipe spotted there, but center ref spotted that. It has been a wrong challenge from Shama, number 35 chartered man, who finds out Chimize. Chimize maintained, of course, his role he played yesterday. Moses gives a return pass to Chimize. Chimize finds Benteke. Benteke is now, of course, playing from the flank this morning. He has come, of course, to play from the right foot supporting striker, and that is Ezali. Oh, great play. Wonderful understanding. Lide for the first time. It is very rare, of course, to see the central defender winning MVP in a tournament. We saw him last season in that Emmanuel Emenike Super 11 tournament organized by the Chess Council. What an elegance. What a scintilla. This man Moses plays, of course, for First Bank, of course. He has played for First Bank. On loan, of course, in the last season. I think this stage, Chituna has the ball. Pat FC are looking for the ball and soaking the pressure. The square play comes in. He traps in, cuts away from his man. And the true pass comes in. Would not let the ball in. It is, but there's no problem for the goalkeeper who has not conceded for Pat FC in this game.
Attack the ball.
A very crunching challenge against the chairman, number 35 chartered, who scored a brilliant goal in the first half, and he is ready, of course, and to do more, of course, to do more of this finishing as things is unfolding, and minutes up by minutes. I tell you, the bookmaker, of course, the bookmaker must have something to write, of course, about this game this morning. We'll try to win a possession there. Moses. Lady on the ball. Lady turns with the ball. A great, wonderful defender who is in the class of Martini of this world. Moses turns like organic molecule. Trying to find the king. Number 15 Shettle. The return pass comes to Lady, who not at the ball. The goalkeeper. We have another goalkeeper, the pastor, of course, who was substituted. Kanti on the ball. Announcer pass. Kanti received the ball back. Playing from their own half. I tell you, wonderful maturity. It's a struggle for trapping there, but winning it perfectly now. Isa Kanti on the ball. Finds you. The top pass comes in.
Why is not a flash like the man?
He finds you.
Watch your back.
Issa comes away. Issa struggle for possession there.
Now your ball.
Yes. Sorry, she didn't know.
Guys are friendly. Guys are boys. Tomorrow,
I tell you, the spontaneity, the spirit, and that has to do with football. It's quite very, very entertaining. You can see the scenario has not been so awkward by the goal scorer Chama see the ball. Quite being challenged by teammates. The ball is going to play. I tell you, the match will now take the new dimension, of course, theatrically as things is unfolding this morning. Still 1-0 in favor. Chimize finds the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper located. The bat out of the way. He chests the ball down. Leider has the return pass from the goalie.
Joe,
react. Runs there.
React, Joe.
Shitu.
Right down there.
2-1-2.
Continue.
Kante runs towards that. It is wonderful understanding from the defense line. That back heel. Shitu, of course. The number 5 has been pocketed, of course, in this game, in the second half. Akin has been pocketed because we have seen the areas of Star being introduced. Leider is there. Moses has the ball now, finds Simis who has gone for that not too very good challenge against Chairman. But then again, a lot of other fans of football fraternity are not too happy, of course, with a challenge from Chairman there. And the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper very, very confident, of course, in play there. Simis runs from his zone and finds a wall. Shitu. Akin was beating to that with a pass. I tell you, great understanding from Box2Box side. Kante picks the ball. Turns, getting balance on the ball. Drives in, the true pass comes in. Austin cuts in, but there's a deflection there, but the ball rolls quickly. Corner kick advantage to Box2Box side. It has been a delight. It has been so scintillating. It has been so amazing and entertaining this second half. We are seeing the main regulars have been introduced, and the game is taking a rather a new dimension. Number 13, 3 Chete. He shot this one. Kante drives in. He drives in. He pokes the ball out. The ball has gone out of play.
Mike, watch. Calm down. Watch. Hold on, the top. Hold on.
Shimize. Great play, of course, from Leider there, who finds the goalkeeper eventually. I tell you of they are teasing, of course. Box2Box are teasing a part, of course, in this game. They are teasing them out of their own comfort zone. True pass comes in. It is a wonderful finish there, but drives in the ball. Oh. It is an easily done Easily done, of course. Football made easy. Benteke again on the score sheet there. On the score sheet, 1-1 has been the situation. The separation, of course, I think the technical direction, of course, has cleared his mind in the fashion. I'm talking about Alan Shearer, who decides to use the second fiddle. Yeah, they are putting, of course, their fakes the fakes regular. First shot, number 2 Cheted will be coming on for the number 7 Cheted, who has contributed so greatly, of course, into this game. 1-1. Aguero on the ball. Moses. Play on comes in. Free kick advantage. Are we going to see the replicas of yesterday? Ishito is becoming a free kick specialist. And for the Box2Box side is standing Akimbo. Kante fight and won the ball there. Lifted the 9 ball towards the Chester. Drives in the way. Free kick advantage comes in. The referee has called for a retake there, and it's been a free kick advantage to the Box2Box side, who got an equalizer, and through, of course, number 7 Cheted man, Benteke. The miscue coming in. Pokes the ball, the danger is not there. It's not fully taken care of. Abate. Then taking the coast guard. Besides the ball for Kante. Kante lifts an eyewall. Lighting not at the ball down towards a strike comes in. A weaker foot, of course, from Ethan. They are carrying on zone marking Box2Box side against the Part FC. The goal scorer not at the ball towards an opening. Number 19 Cheted for Part FC towards the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper plays a very strong one. Like they're trying. Moses, Austin tears away. Austin has given the pass away. We are trying to shots of course, Shama already in the offside position there. The tussle has been discovered by the officiating official in the fashion. Lady dresses the ball, finds a woo, and find out number 26 Cheted on the far right. The return pass comes to Lady. Lady traps in the ball, looking for his space, looking for his teammate. He dresses the ball away, shadows, finds Wu. His lofted ball was, of course, truncated, and by that, number 17 Cheted of the Part FC. He drives in the ball as a company. Dribble pass and finds a true pass towards Austin. Austin made it quickly. Oh, it was a glancing. And coming from the offside position there to another ball. And I think the center ref spotted that. I tell you, last year's season we saw Box2Box side beating Love World, of course, in this arena. 9-1, of course, that very, very wide margin. But ever since that wide margin, we've not seen Box2Box are replicating very well. David. Oh, brilliant play. But that's not, of course, what he would have done. He could have managed the weaker foot, of course, to roll in the ball. Akin has won our corner kicker in the ball. Perhaps he could have beaten the goalkeeper. But then again, he cannot take anything away from that brilliant, very, very brilliant player, Akin, number 5, chartered man of the Part FC. You cannot take anything away from him. It's actually a mind-boggling, a breathtaking player anytime, any day. Corner kick advantage for the Part FC. The duty carried on by number 4 Chete, would not let the ball away. He shares that right in the ball 6 there, and the final clearance followed by the Austin. Austin trying to fight it. The ball bounces away. Moses picks the ball, knocks the ball forward towards Isa plays the ball into space. We'll run towards the ball. But number 15 just Chete gets to the ball before Shitu could, of course, get onto the ball. And throwing advantage comes to the Box2Box side. Shitu. The long drive effort deflected. Corner kick advantage. It looks as if Part FC are soaking up the pressure, of course, from the pressing on from the offensive play of Box2Box side, of course, in this game. He rolls in the ball, it's an in-swinger. Another corner kick advantage comes in.
Another corner kick from the far end. It's Box2Box corner kick at this time. And the pressure seems to be hard here for Part FC.
Corner kick advantage, Ben take it on the ball now. We'll be doing that duty. We'll be piling, of course, in this game. Moses runs towards the ball. He turns away, stays the ball possession. Finds lifted and now walks towards Kante. Kante sets the ball down and decides to go for a strike. The ball deflected. David has lost a possession to Part FC. Number 2, Chete. Aguero. The center left side and the infringement there, and he's giving a free kick advantage to Part FC. 1-1. 1-1 is still the scoreline at this moment. We recognize another manager we just throw in. Many of them. We recognize that man, that National Sports Commission man, who of course was the manager of Overseas Football Academy. More grace to your help. Shit. Lady.
Boogie.
Press!
You want that way they play central?
Finds a woo. Shimizi.
Because I play ball, that way they play central.
Not as he come.
Lady has been the paras here. I tell you, this guy needs to be here for him winning the most valuable player, which is of course very rare for a defender to win the most very important player. He got through. She lost the possession there. Moses finds the Isa turns on the ball. A true pass comes towards Kante, but it was a loose ball, of course, for the goalkeeper to pump up, and there is no problem for that goalkeeper in pumping that loose ball. A true pass, body check there. Kante cuts away from his marker. Finds who? Austin. Austin is already building the side cars to around the, of course, around the goal area, the fringe, of course, of box 18 there. 1-1, of course, is the game. 1-1 apiece. The first goal came from the number 35 Cheted and Sherman for the Part FC in the first half. The equalizer came, of course, in the second half. And through the golden boot of that number 7 Cheted, Ben take it. A corner kick advantage, I beg your pardon. I think the center ref is going to reverse the situation. He's going to give a free kick advantage to the Box2Box side. Still in the second half, we are not seeing that excitement yet. But we are seeing a Box2Box trying to stamp out an authority, of course, in this game. And they are creating that football sovereignty against the Part FC. Because we see the regular has been introduced. Deflected. Shimize, of course, are deputizing deputizing very, very cleverly for like they was going, of course, for the troopers that can keep the ball. I know that the ball backward, but nobody's running. I think he could have run in time, and that is the time. It is spontaneous timing. The man struggled for a possession. He got his balance, cut away from his marker, and finds Wu backward. And they're tossing the ball back and creating. I think the momentum is guarding more momentum. The play is guarding more tempo. Aguero lost a possession there. Lost a possession. The goalkeeper shimps away. Finds Alaide, looks up, looks over his shoulder, and finds Shitu. Shitu makes a back in. Oh, you can see the flair, you can see the skill, you can see you can see the mental cognition, the attitude of football there. You can see the artfulness, the outplumb, the partnership. Of course, we are coming from the golden boot of this great athletes, Box2Box side. It lifted the night, what still keeping on to possession. But Shitu did not make a wonderful chest trap there. It is a turn, wonderful through pass, intercepted, of course. Benteke tied the ball down to himself. Fine Kante, waste of time in setting up Austin. Austin runs and makes Austin comes away from his marker.
Just stand there like police.
I tell you, Austin has not been a match rustic, of course, in this game. But then again, he will be very happy, of course, because Demola has been jetted out of the country. We saw him yesterday. Holding, get to a bed down. But this morning, only to hear that the man is already in Europe, of course, where he will be playing, of course, his dream. It is free kick advantage for Box2Box side. That has been taken by number 23, Cheted Moses. Like tried to, that was over ambitiousness, of course, from that talisman, of course, in the defense line. Damon will make that long effort strike there. And of course, that reminds me of Sunday Olise in the World Cup against Spain. Will make that crunching far distance strike that beat Zubareta, of course, in the faction. That is a bit of history, of course, for everyone who chase away. Kante has been roving around. Number 2 Cheddar beat out Chimize to that. He tears away, finds Wu. The number 7 Cheddar, the flag stays down. But again, the flag stays down. The flag stays down. A wonderful offside trap kept by the defense line of Box2Box side. Great understanding, understanding from the Box2Box side. The true pass comes in. That pass has been caught. Dilly darling there. Ping pong. Unlike our decision there. Finally, she is every turn.
Just sleep, go.
Moses standing like a rock of Tigro. Lifted and I went towards Austin. I tell you, it's Scrappy come. It was easily done. It is like ABC, of course. Second goal came not too likely. And for Box2Box side, this time around, it is Kante. It is Abiodun Kante who done that deciding blow against the Part FC. 2-1. I tell you, Kante has been given the role to play a free role, of course, in this game. We saw him playing from the two flanks from the right full back yesterday. Right full back yesterday is what he played, and because the person who has that traditional hold, of course, to that is Tunde Babatunde Bello, who has got a little bit of slight, of course, injury. Will be coming back in a couple of weeks from now. Moses, Pat FC, they are down now. Of course, they are trailing now with 1 goal deficit. Can they make a brace? They allow the ball for the number 4 Chete. Akin drives it. Akin got one for himself. Oh, deflected. And finally, the ball has been put into goal area. And corner kick advantage awarded by the center referee. And to, of course, the player is down on the top and calling the attention of the paramedic who jog majestically and athletically, of course, into the arena to see to ascertain what has been the level, of course, of what our player has sustained. And that, I think, is Chimeze. I beg your pardon, it's not Chimeze who is down on the top. And that shot his goalkeeper nearly conceived, of course, from the corner kick act there. Two-man Aguero is taking the lead. Wonderful play from this player. And the number 13 Chete, the tallest from the central, will also be taking the lead. We are going to have the feelings and the feelers of number 45 Chete and number 11 Chete. He pulls the ball away from the danger zone. Moses. Issa finds Akante. They are pedaling down now and run with wonderful pace. Kante has given Benteke, of course, has given a run pass there to an opponent. He went for contest. A fine zone. The Shama looks up and lifted another one towards number 4 Chete. Kante was there. Kante pokes the ball away. He runs towards the ball. What is sweeping and sliding there. 2-1 in favor of Box2Box side. They have come, of course, from behind to take a lead, of course, in this game. Second half, the party has been, of course. Moses turns away, finding Issa. Moses and Issa are combining very beautifully. Of course, so with a very loving touch from this great team. This possession. Shitu received the square pass. Struggle for a balance. A through pass on. And that is it. Oh. 2-1 in favor of Maroon Claret team, Box2Box side. While it was dispossessed.
Oh my God.
A very wonderful pacing player has been act down there. Although a tree cannot make a forest, of course. But of course, this number 5 Chete need a wonderful support, of course, to bring to fore. Kante has been clustered out of the ball. Shitu went for marking against Akin there. Akin shifts. Wonderful play from this guy. Oh, that's not too brilliant. Though the ball is still in play. Kante playing a free role. Very great resilience. Great comfortable. Moses turns away. Moses finds out Chimize to Austin. They are creating attack. Chimize finds Kante. Kante to Center referee overlooked that challenge against David there. Why the Part FC picks the possession?
Come on, enter this game now.
Great play from this player. Lifts an I1. I tell you, the goalkeeper lost. The goalkeeper lost a call.
Let's go. Identify. Let's not finish. That's it. What? Aki.
Lydia on the ball, pushes the ball with a short pace. Part FC.
That's it.
They're taking on the ball.
Simon.
Not at the ball down. Number 27 tried a true pass comes away. It is into the net. But the goalkeeper was in position. There's no problem for the goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, just a chance.
Kante committed foul throwing, committing. Part FC. Shama flicks on the ball towards Akin there, but Akin could not get to the ball before Austin could face his line. We're still in a dead ball situation. But I think the Part FC are coming up very, very strong, of course. There has been a push there, of course, against Lady.
Let's go. Gary. What is not that the one? Gary's right. The one.
I think he flicks on the ball towards her. But they can flip the ball backwardly in trying to intend, of course, he wants to intend the ball.
Throwing advantage. Time is good. Time, of course, is taking it down. A square play comes in. Shama is there.
Know what to do now. Oh, yeah, go and go, midfielder.
Austin. Kanti. They are taking their time now because they know the journey, of course, it's almost ended. Of course, there's a light behind the dark tunnel, and they've walked through the tunnels, of course, in this game, coming from behind. Box2Box are playing more elegantly now. Kante turns away from his marker. And they decide the ball on the far side.
Light.
We have less than 5 minutes to wrap up things, of course, in this game. It has been so entertaining. It has been so fabulous, of course, very, very breathtaking from the two teams. Like they did know that the ball towards Chitu. Chitu with a chest trap finds Moses. Return pass comes to Chitu. Chitu finds Wood. Issa there. Issa has not been so very standing, of course, in this game. And even in the game yesterday, he struggled against our Gateway. He lifted an eye one. Clever play from Austin there. Another player is down on the top. We're always talking him at the borderline earlier on.
Right. What's that? Moses.
We are in a dead ball situation as at this point in time.
Watch this watch now, watch. Amos!
It's a turn from the pass. Has been a push there, spotted by the center referee. And a blow down, of course, the action there.
I can throw left leg, throw. Your reaction, they get
Lie there.
The goalkeeper may palm the loose ball, but at the same time, the whistle has been called, of course, by the central referee to end the hostility. It is another winning streak, of course, for the Box2Box side, winning 2-1 against Part FC. We saw